Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm doing probably my worst nightmare. I've seen it going about a little bit and I thought I would try it out myself. So I'm going to do, as you can tell by the title, my makeup only using liquid and cream products. I don't know how this is going to go down. I want to try and make it work because obviously I've got to go out of the house today, so I do want to, this isn't like a fun, well it is a fun challenge, but I don't want it to be like a silly challenge because like I said, I do want this to work. So I'm going to show you so you can see that I've not got any powder products out. This is everything that I have got. Oh, clean baby wipe. Oops. This is everything. As you can see, there are no powder products there. I'm even going for like a cream pomade brow. So let's get you. There we go. So let's just jump straight into this. As you can see, I've just cleansed and I've used my Avon Renew SPF and moisturiser. And to start with, I got this actually in the Revolution Advent Calendar, and it is the Ultra Shine Balm, and it's supposed to be like a mattifying primer. I'm not going to put this all over my face, but obviously, like I said, I do want this to work. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this like on my forehead, in between my brows where I would normally get shiny. Now I've only used this once, I think it is, and I can't actually remember how it really works, so I'm going to put it pretty much all over my T-zone. And I'm just using my finger, as you can see, to like take it, warm it up, and then massage it into my skin. Now, this is probably the worst day to do this challenge because, as you can see, I've got a gorgeous strappy dress on. It is warm, very warm, so this is probably going to slide straight off my face, but we're still going to do it. So for foundations, I'm going to mix two. One, like I say, because I want them to last, and two, because they're both not quite the right shade for me. So I'm going to take my Revolution Conceal and Define in F2, and if you watched my review video of this, I did say that if you wasn't like as greasy and oily skinned as me, you would probably get away without setting it because it is very matte, like it does dry down. Use is my Estee Lauder in Sand, yeah, 1W2 Sand, which like this is like my perfect summer shade. It's not massively different, but obviously you can see it is a bit darker, so I'm just gonna apply some of this. And the reason I'm using this is just because it lasts all day normally. Obviously I'm not setting it today, but it does normally last all day on me. Then I'm going to blend it out as I normally would with my brush. I've seen me do that plenty of times, so I'll just skip through this. So that is me blended out. The only thing that I did do, I went over like with my sponge to pick up all of the excess, like especially under my eyes, on my eyelids. So we want to like reduce creasing as much as possible, because obviously that's going to be my main thing. One, getting oily quick, and two, getting creases because we're not setting. So I'm going to go in with my Revolution concealer, and I'm not going to go with too much because, as I said, I don't want to put too much product because we don't want creasing. only places I'm going to put concealer. I'm really conscious of putting too much on my skin, whereas normally it'd be like, yeah, just pile it on. But today I want to obviously try and make this work. So cream contouring, C10 we are going for, in the Conceal and Define, which I'm going all the normal areas. Down my nose, obviously, because we're not going to be bronzing up my nose. And then I'm going to take my normal brush and blending that out. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, because I am looking a little bit more, I am looking sort of warmer on the edges, but not like really bronzed, which, especially with today's weather, I do want to look bronzed. So I'm going to take the Revolution Matte Base in C13. As you can see, it's a lot darker and a lot warmer, and I'm just going to put a little bit of this like on the backs of my cheeks, just there. And then I'm going to take the same brush that I used for blending out my contour and just at the minute. So next, next I think I'm going to do blush, just because I think highlight will like blend out be easier than blush, because I've got two blushes which I don't really know which one I'm going to use. I've got this one which I've had for a while, and it is the Go Go Tint by Benefit. I got this in a gift set at Christmas and I actually haven't used it. It's just because I'm scared of it. As if I look at that colour, it is like bright pink, like hugely pink. And then I have got this by Number 7, which is the Pop and Glow Cream Blush, which is more of like a peachy kind of colour. I may do a bit of both, just because I think this one's going to blend like nicely with like this bronzer and contour that we've got on, whereas this, I just want to try this out. So what I'm going to do, I take this on the back of my hand and warm it up. Yeah, that's like peachy. And then I think the easiest thing, I'm going to pick it up on my finger and tap it onto my cheeks. Okay, so it's given a little bit of colour. Nothing major. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more, but let's match the other cheek up, and then we will go in with the Benny tint. I'm going to brush a lot of it off the brush and apply it to the back of my hand, and then I think I'm going to take my sponge, pick a little bit up, and then like tap it out onto my cheeks. Okay, so that doesn't look too bad actually. I thought I just got that all over my dress. That doesn't look too bad. As you can see, I'm using like minimal amount and just like keep tapping until it's completely dried in. But that is the good thing, it is drying, it's not like staying wet on my skin. Yeah, I quite like that. That just gives like a nice flush to the cheeks and a stain on the hand. Yeah, I think I probably will use that again. Maybe like when I powder like put it on and then I can powder over the top and it'll just take it down a little bit more. But the thing that I think is going to tie all of this together is going to be highlight, and I've got a couple. I've got the liquid highlighter in Unicorn Elixir by Revolution. Now this looks very holographic. Yeah, it's quite a like blue purple undertone to that. Then I've got some of their, I have got a full palette of these, but I just picked up the individuals. I've got some of their, no, that's the Shine Balm, some of their strobing balms. This one is in Twist, which is like a gorgeous kind of champagne. Where can we swatch? Oh, I do like that. I think I might go with that first, because then I've got some liquid, like I've got a liquid illuminator that I can just apply to like the high points. So I'm going to take that on my ring finger, warm it up on my ring finger, just tap off a little bit of the excess, and then just tap where I would normally apply my highlight. Okay, so it gives like a glow from within, kind of lit from within finish to the skin. It's not super glowy, but then I kind of don't mind that. Some days I do like to go a little more natural. And actually, with the way my skin's looking, it's just making my skin look nice and healthy. I'm just gonna tap a little bit down my nose. Nothing too harsh. I'm actually really liking the way my skin's looking, which is very strange for me. Now the liquid ones that I've got, I think this one is going to be too dark, and I've got this one, which this one is the Primark Strobing Highlighting Cream. Let me just wipe off the back of my hand and we will swatch this a little bit. It is in the shade Champagne. I think it might be a little bit too, yeah, that's going to be too dark. Way too dark. You could actually use that as like a all over, you know, like in the summer when you've got a tan, that is like a illuminator. That'd look really nice down like the fronts of your legs and things, just to give you a bit more of a healthy glow. And then the other one that I've got, this is the Skin Illuminator from number 7, and it's like the Goldie Champagne colour. And I have used this before, but I'll just swatch it. Oops, nearly pour it over, swatch it for you. So it's got like more of like a peachy champagne kind of undertone, and you can see like it just blends lovely into the skin. So I'm going to take a little bit of this, again on the back of my hand, tapping it off, and then just tap it onto like the high points, and bring it just onto the brow bone. So yeah, I'm gonna step away from the face products now, and we are gonna move on to eyebrows and eyes. Let's just clean up my hand. Now I'm gonna do, as I said, I'm gonna do a cream brow. I cannot remember the last time I did like a cream pomade brow. I have actually no idea where I got this, but look how small that is. I have had this brush years. So I'm going to load up some on my brush, and then what I tend to do, I tend to wipe pretty much everything off onto the back of my hand, so I work from my hand. That's why I like to keep my hand clean, and then just like softly map out the shape of my brow. And because this is a cream more than a just be careful. I need to be careful when I'm putting my hand actually. Because it's a cream more than a pomade, it is a little bit more slippy. So I would normally go over with like a brow powder or something, just to like set it in place. Or even just like my normal powder, like when I do this and then powder my face. But I'm not, obviously. So I will say that went better than I expected it to. I've probably not done a like cream pomade brow in about 6 months, so it took me a little bit longer than like my pencil would, but yeah. And I do like how dramatic they look. So I'm just going to now go in with my brow mascara just to add a bit more texture and a bit more colour to the lashes, to the brows, because my brows are close to like being ready to be tinted again, so some of them are looking a bit faint and a bit pale. There we go. Yeah, not perfect, but definitely better than I expected them to be. The only thing that I do have to keep like watching for is, because I haven't set this, like as soon as I touch, I feel like as soon as I touch my skin, like even like just leaning on it when I was just putting my brows on, it moves. I feel like it's moving, like it's shifting. So let's move on to eyes. So for eyes, I am going to keep it, I know this might be a little bit cheating, but I'm going to keep it pretty simple. What I'm going to go in with to start with is, well, in the sale, it is the Maybelline Colour Tattoo, and this is in the shade Breathless, and it looks like this. It's this gorgeous champagne colour. Take that on my ring finger, warm it up in the pot, take it on my ring finger, and I'm going to swipe this all over my lid. Now what I would normally do is I would go in with like a cream highlighter or something on the top of this, because you can see like how shimmery it is. I'd just like to normally set it with a powder highlighter, but again, I'm not doing that today. The only thing I am worried about, look how creased my under eyes are already, and we've been going about 20 minutes. It's been about, yeah, probably about 15-20 minutes since I put my under eye concealer on. So yeah, don't know how well this is going to hold up all day, but it's fine, we can work with it. And then I'm just going to clean off my finger, and I'm going to take, now I don't know if these are available in the UK, I got mine off the e.l.f. American website, and they are, they're classed as whipped gels, and this is the shade that I've got, and they are really gorgeous to like swipe on over the lid. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a small fluffy brush, like you do have to press a bit firmly because obviously they are more of a cream than a powder, and I'm going to softly put that through the crease. On both eyes first. As you can see, they are very pigmented, they are gorgeous. Let me just swatch it on the back of my hand for you. It is gorgeous. And then as you can see, that's not blended in the slightest, so I am going to take a clean brush, like a completely clean brush, find the right one that I want. This one, like a nice big fluffy brush, and go completely over that crease, where that product ends, and blend it in to my lid. I'm going to go back in with the tattoo liner just to clean up and make sure we're nice and bright on the lid. And nice and shimmery. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a small pencil brush and I'm going to push some of this into my inner corner where we would normally put like a highlighting shade. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take, no actually I'm not, because that is quite shimmery, quite brightening. I'm going to take that brush that I used for the crease, and just with whatever's left on the brush, I'm just going to buff that along my lower lash line. And as well, this will help distract from all creases that are there. And then what I'm going to do today, which is something I very, very rarely do, I'm going to go in with a liquid liner and possibly do like a tiny wing, just a tiny one, just because we have gone so simple. That's my wings done. Please ignore this one, it's looking a little bit stubby, but yeah, it'll do. I think it might be, I think I've had this like laid at a funny angle, so like it's coming out in like, because normally I have no problems with this eyeliner, but it's just all coming out in like spurts. Like you can see, like my line doesn't look like super crisp, and I think it is, I've had my eyeliner sat at a funny angle. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to take this, which is the Avon Magix setting spray, and when I want my face to set in place, if I haven't got my like Urban Decay, obviously that sets it, does not move, I go with this. Now it can feel a bit drying, and it is quite a strong spray, but I'm hoping that this is going to be enough that my face isn't going to move. So and then I'm going to fan it as much as I can. Oh, the one thing I did do, I just tapped out the creases under my eyes before I set it, because obviously I don't want them to stay in place. Whether it's going to work or not, probably not. I define mascara and just add one coat to my top lashes, just enough to get them nice and black and dark, because I am actually going to put a lash on today for a change. As I said in my MUA testing video, I like full faced MUA. Ew, it's got a big clump in it. Ew. This hole on the mascara is way too small. I struggle to get the brush in, and it's just flicked on my face. Perfect. The good thing is, because I've got a liquid base and no powder, I mean look, like That's like me pushing as well. It's just applied a tiny bit, but because I've got a liquid base, I can just get rid of that. And then tap over with my sponge. And the lashes that I'm going to apply, I have lost. Anyway, I'm going to be using the Sosu Dubai lashes. They are the same lashes that I have been wearing now since January. I know I don't wear lashes very often, but they are the ones that I am going to be applying today. I swear I've got mascara everywhere. What is going on? Right, I'm going to go, look, I'm going to go clean up and I will be back. Okay, there we go, so I've got my lashes on. I did go over my lower lashes with my Bad Girl Bang just because, I don't know, it was a bit hit and miss with that mascara at first, like the first time I tried it, but this time it's got like huge clumps in it. Like I say, I bought it 2 weeks ago, if that, and I used it about 4 days ago, and it's got huge clumps in it. It's like all over my hands. Like, I've cleaned up, but yeah, it's not the best. But I've applied my lashes. Like I said, these are the Sosu Dubai ones, and I actually picked up my Duo Glue again, and I think I put it in like my hits or misses of 2018 because I really didn't like it the first time I used it, but they've actually gone on super quick and easy. I mean, these lashes go on easy, but the first time that I used Duo Glue, and like the first couple of times, because obviously I know you're supposed to leave it to dry for a little bit. I don't know if I was leaving it to dry too long, and then when I tried putting it on a bit sooner, they just wouldn't stick, but they have gone on very nicely. Now, the only thing to finish this is a lip, and I'm kind of gravitating towards this. It's the Sleek Liquid Lipstick in Matte Me, or I've got my Wet n Wild Boy Bye, which is quite like a deep, like I've got this, which is like a deep metallic, or I've got this, which is like a gorgeous cherry red, which I pretty much wore all Christmas. I think I'm going to go with that. I haven't worn it since Christmas, so let's get this red lip on. And I am doing this without a lip liner as well, so wish me luck. This is my final look. I just got red lipstick all in my clean hair. Perfect. That is the thing when I do red lipstick, I do tend to make a mess. But this is it. I'm kind of loving how like glowy my skin is looking. I don't know how long this is going to last. I'll keep you updated over on my Instagram. I will create like a highlights. But yeah, I like it. And it's not very often at all that I do a winged liner. I just tend to normally do like just a black liner, just enough to blend my lashes, but I'm kind of liking it. I like the way it like pulls my eyes out. But yeah, I actually quite surprised myself with this little challenge that I set myself. I love how like I say, how glowy my skin looks, how healthy it looks, and I'm not too scared of this now. This little mate, he kind of surprised me, and I'm pretty impressed. I mean, my lip line is like not perfect at all, but I'm kind of impressed that I managed to do a red lip without a lip liner. Stop messing about now with liquid. I'm gonna tidy up. I'm gonna go about my day. Like I say, I'll keep you updated on Instagram. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.